Hello, this is Tim Hellman.
This is Frankie Jean Hall.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the movie Everlasting. Everlasting is a teen romance crime drama about a high school filmmaker that's trying to catch his girlfriend's killer. The story is told in real time mixed with home video flashbacks filmed by the young director. It was written and directed by sophomore feature filmmaker Anthony Stabley, and it stars Valentina De Angelis, Adam David, Elizabeth Rum, Michael Macy in his last film role before his death, Bai Ling, Pat Healy, and Courtney Palm in a cameo appearance. What did you think?
I found it a little hard to identify or be at ease with both of the lead actors. I found it hard to empathize with them. They were sort of both leading to their tragedy, which they're contributing to. It was an interesting movie. Mm-hmm. It's not my kind of movie.
I really liked the lead girl. I thought she was a great performance. Well, she gave a great performance.
You just like cute girls. I mean,
no, but she was a really talented actress, and she's beautiful, obviously, but she was also really talented.
And you liked Courtney Palm.
Yeah, Courtney Palm, her part was too brief, though. But I think she did this a year or two ago, so she was still up and coming. That's why it's kind of a small part. I mean, she's still up and coming now, but she's starting to break into bigger roles, at least starring roles. And she was always a scene stealer, though, but she didn't have a very big part, obviously. But the lead actress was really good, and I could relate to her character. The guy was a little too wooden. I couldn't tell how much of that was acting and how much of that was the character itself. Mm-hmm. I mean, some people are like that, so it might have been just the character.
Well, she was definitely a complex character,
oh, yeah.
The more complex of the two.
She wanted them to beat her and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which I can relate to a little bit because I like femdom. I don't like violence, physical violence, but I can relate to that, wanting to be kind of abused a little bit. It's weird.
He wasn't getting off on that at all.
No, the psychology of sex was interesting, but
yeah. Well, as complex as she was, I found him to be just a little, in some ways, as a character, kind of thin. I couldn't explain why he wasn't fighting more for what he wanted.
Well, they're both really young.
they're both young, right? But still. So there were two flawed characters, and if you like perfect characters, this isn't your movie.
I don't like perfect characters.
And
I like flawed characters because people in life are flawed.
Right, people in life are flawed, but hopefully people in life have a little bit more going for them in their brains.
I think they were both pretty young. They were young.
No,
it's a young, tragic teen romance like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
But a little darker, a little more violent.
Yeah. It's a disturbing movie. Maybe that's the way to... It's disturbing. And it doesn't really give you a lot in return.
The end is
disturbing.
Kind of anticlimactic. But
what did you want? More like violence?
No, I just wanted...
Explosive?
No.
No.
More of a resolution to the characters and what they were going through up to that point. I didn't think anything was really resolved, and what... I thought it was building to something, and there wasn't really much of an emotional payoff, really.
Yeah.
So what rating would you give it?
You know, the disturbing part drops it for me. I would give it a 3, but it just, it was a little bit disturbing to watch without a lot of payback. So I give it 2.5.
I give it 4.
So is it a movie that you would take a girl on your first date?
Maybe not the first date.
You wouldn't take a date to this on your first date, and maybe
a later date if you knew what she liked in films and stuff. And I would definitely take a Courtney Palm fan to see it.
Well, yeah, if you're a Courtney Palm fan and want to see a cameo of her back in the day, that's great. But you'd get disturbed by watching the movie anyway.
Yeah.
So
and she had a slight femdom scene. She's got the lead character.
Yeah.
She was the dominatrix to her.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Strange movie.
I don't see Courtney Palm as a dominatrix, really. She was too nice and compassionate. So that was kind of interesting to see her as the dominatrix.
It's called acting.
I know, but I can't picture her like that normally.